celebrate the event. My name is Dr. Greg Mosier. I have the privilege of serving as president at Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Just finishing my 4th year last month, so it's a pretty exciting time. So I tell you what, we could not have a more beautiful day than today, right? We got a little rain that came in. Thank the good Lord to help clean off the sidewalks and the roads from the construction, even though they did a great job last night. So yeah, just a beautiful day to celebrate. This morning is also really doubly exciting because not only are we going to cut the ribbon for student housing, we get to unveil a one-of-a-kind sculpture from a world-renowned artist. So it's just an exciting day. The artist's name, a dear good friend of mine, is Rita Blitt. So if you don't know much about Rita, I'll tell you about her in just a little bit. And after we do the unveiling of Ascension, then we will go ahead and move over to Centennial Hall and do the ribbon cutting, and Dr. Tammy Bartunik will kick that off. So as you look around a little bit, it looks pretty good, right? On the north side, we're not quite done. So this is kind of our supply chain shortage, worker shortage, commodity shortage, ribbon cutting. But it's definitely a beautiful facility. So now I'd like to draw your attention back to what is hidden here behind me. The tarp will soon be removed, but I want to share a little bit about the artist, Rita Blitt. Just in case you are not aware of her work, Rita was born truly with an artist's heart and spirit, drawing from the time she was very, very young, and now she is very, very young at age 94. She draws every single day. So it's an amazing lady. Rita's a Kansas City native and an international award-winning sculptor, painter, filmmaker, and in her words, kindness is contagious, catch it. Having inspired people around the world with her work, and it has been featured in over 70 solo exhibitions at museums all over the world. Rita's work can be found in museums and private collections, such as the Nelson Atkins Museum of Art, the Kemper Museum of Contemporary Art, John F. Kennedy Library, National Museum of Singapore, Nevada Museum of Art, Skirball Cultural Center, Kennedy Museum of American Art, and many, many other locations. The fingers they don't work like they quite used to. Rita also has monumental sculptures, 60, 80 feet tall. They can be found in Australia, Israel, Japan, Singapore, and multiple places across the United States. So the list goes on, and I could continue talking about her amazing accomplishment for hours. But I'd really like to share with you is what Rita is doing now, and I believe she is on our live stream, so everyone just take a second and tell Rita good morning. Good morning, Rita. All right. So Rita and I were introduced by our wonderful state representative, Pam Curtis. I'm not sure if she is here today or not. We'll do announcement of dignitaries when we move over to the ribbon cutting ceremony. Pam is an advocate for art. And with Rita and I both being very passionate about art, we hit it off immediately. An important goal in Rita's life right now is donating museum-quality work to organizations and institutions who have students and populations that really don't have the opportunity to go and experience museum-quality art. In the last year and a half, Rita has donated 142 of her paintings to KCKCC, which makes it one of the largest collections. So we're excited about that. It's in the main campus and over at Tech, so if you have a chance, please go check that out. Today, it's my pleasure to share with you the first of several of Rita's sculptures that she has donated her art and her time to identify an image from one of her drawings from a long time ago. Rita will tell you more about that here in a minute. So it's really exciting that we'll have other pieces on campus in the next year or so. So with this being a one-of-a-kind sculpture, I truly mean that. You will never see this sculpture anywhere else in the world. She designed it, and she created it, and she donated all of her time and her work so it could come to KCKCC and be a part of Centennial Hall for decades to come. So art and artistic expression, it's an important part of life, and it's really not emphasized enough in today's world. But I know having Rita's work here, both inside and outside the college property, will enrich and inspire our students in multiple ways for decades to come. Now, if art wasn't important, they wouldn't have changed STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, to STEAM, to include art, because the thought process in art goes right along with those STEAM principles. So, collaborating our thoughts, Rita and I have jointly named this piece Ascension. So why Ascension? Because when our students come to KCKCC and they are taking our classes and our programs, and 252 of them living in Centennial Hall, they will truly be ascending to new heights for themselves, new heights for their family, and for their generations to follow. So when you see the sculpture, I think you'll see the same and why we are so excited to share it with you. So from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you, Rita. Thank you for your beautiful artwork, your kind heart, and everything you've created for so many, many years. And thank you for sharing your art and inspiration with us all. Now, I mentioned Rita would love to be here in person today, but she can't. She was here about 2 weeks ago. She also has a residence in San Francisco, and the temperature is much more friendly out there. We are going to show a short video with Rita when she was out that she recorded, telling you more specifically about this piece. So it's going to play on the monitor over here under the canopy. So if you'd like to get a better view, please feel free to move closer to the monitor, but we also will have it on a loop inside, so you'll be able to see it there again. Okay. So after the video, we'll proceed immediately to the unveiling. So let's go ahead and play the video. Feel free to move forward.
I love having my work with students. I love inspiring all ages, but I think most particularly students. I guess it's because I love education so much. And anyway, I'm very happy to be here and have my work here. When I am commissioned to create a sculpture, I always look through past drawings to see which one seems appropriate. I don't want to just create for the spot, because that feels kind of forced to me. Through the years, I have created nonstop from my gut, from my heart, and I think that's the most meaningful of my works. So when Dr. Mosier requested that I present some drawings for this sculpture, I turned to a group from 1993 that I had recently, in recent years, say perhaps sometime in the past 10 years, discovered. And I wanted very, very much to have them become sculptors. And I was so happy that Dr. Mosier and his team liked them also. And there were quite a few of them, so I think it was a challenge to choose. And so Ascension is the first one to become a reality, to become a sculpture. And I can't wait to see it myself. And I hope the students enjoy it, and everybody. So once again, I want to say thank you for sharing and being here to celebrate Ascension. And I hope it brings joy to all of you. Thank you.
So if Rita does not make you smile and well up, I don't know what does. So, okay, team, are we ready? Let's do it. Watch your leg, Gary. The rain might have weighed it down a little bit, it looks like, this morning, but they'll get it. Let's. Should I give it a little pull? Give it a little pull gently. All right, pocket knife. Who has a pocket knife? Let's see. Pull that down, and we can cut it. Go on. Go. This way. Well, man, it's all up there. Cut this rib. And then we'll pull you over right there. Pull that out of there. This worked so perfectly yesterday. It's this, yeah. Okay. We may need to pull on. Yeah.
There we go. Now it's facing.
Button at the bottom.
There we go. There.
One more.
There we go. There we go.
All right. Teamwork makes the dream work. Isn't that beautiful? So, as almost like fire and a flame, it represents how our students are just going to light up their lives and ascend to so many places just because of KCKCC and the opportunity to live in Centennial Hall while they're here. So thank you for attending this part of the ceremony. I need to turn it over to Tammy or Christy to give you some follow-up instructions. Thank you.
Okay, good morning. Hello? There. Okay, yay. Okay, so we're going to ask you to just kind of scooch down the sidewalk over here towards Centennial Hall, and we will proceed with that ribbon cutting. Or can I use the podium mic? You can use the podium mic down here. Just the speakers. If we can, Senator Marshall's going to speak. I need to find Craig Nelson.
I haven't seen Craig anywhere. So can I put my stuff
Yes,
over
of
there?
course. If hello? No. I need Craig Nelson. Have you seen Craig Nelson? And Mr. Mayor, if you'd like to come up with the speakers, that way we can maybe. I need Craig. We're going to have the speakers cut. Keep this moving because we're running late and Senator has to leave at 9:30.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Roger Marshall.
Craig Nelson.
Hey, Craig. Good to see you.
We have spoken at Conco Construction. We tried to get you to come see us, and it didn't work,
Okay.
but it's fine. No problem. Morning. How you doing? Tyrone Craig Nelson. Good morning. I'm Craig Nelson.
I know I'm not first. I'm going to put you back here.
Mic check. Media, are we set? Brandy? Okay. Okay, ready? Okay. 3, 2. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it very much. And whoever was able to get the rain to stop, I owe you like a double espresso latte or something, I think. So before we get started, just as a reminder, we started this project several months ago, and a lot of you were here when we had the groundbreaking and then when we had the raising of the final beam. And within this structure, there's over 24,000 cubic yards of dirt, of earth, that had to be moved to build this. 3,500 cubic yards of concrete has been poured. Over 75,000 blocks were laid as a foundation to this building. That's about 2.5 million pounds. And 115 tons of steel. So not only is this called Centennial Hall, I do hope that this will be around in another centennial. My name is Dr. Tammy Bartunik. I'm the Vice President for Strategic Initiatives and Outreach here for Kansas City, Kansas Community College. I would like to welcome our speakers standing behind me, Chair Criswell, Senator Marshall, our Mayor Garner, and Craig Nelson with Concoa Construction. And in the audience, we have several other dignitaries and honored guests. I've tried to put together a list, but I hope you'll give me some grace in the event that I missed somebody this morning. So, of course, we have our commissioners, Melissa Bynum, Andrew Davis, Chris Croft from Johnson County. We have our Board of Trustees, Chair Criswell, Don Ash, Linda Hoskins Sutton. We also have Trustee Bruni, Pat Bruni, Rosalind Brown. I don't believe Trustee Daniels yes, he's next. Brad Isnard, Trustee Isnard. Thank you. Bill Johnson from BPU, and Jason Osterhaus representing Senator Moran's office. Thank you. Again, I hope I didn't neglect anybody. If I did, thank you. Maxine Drew, USD 500. Thank you. Valdina Wynn, thank you, Dr. Wynn. Thank you. And then we have also from the foundation, Chair Mary Ricketts, and Matt Watkins, Vice Chair, and Matt Cortez. Dr. Simpson, I haven't seen you in about a minute. Good to see you. Okay, so without any further ado, I would like to turn it over to Chair Criswell for some remarks.
Okay. Put this up here. All right. Well, good morning. And as Dr. Bartunek mentioned a little earlier, we are very thankful that the rain has decided to depart from us. That said, I just wanted to say a few words. First of all, this is a great day for our community. This is a great day for Kansas City, Kansas Community College, whose middle name is Community, after all. And absolutely. And this is a great day, especially for our students, because, this is something that we wanted to do for a very long time. Many of us have attended KCKCC. Many of us have been involved with KCKCC. And even more people have, just in their hearts and souls, wanted the best for KCKCC. And as you all can see by the turnout today, all of us, this is important. This is an important project. And I want to say thank you to everyone involved, because it wasn't one person, it was all of us. As Dr. Mosier mentioned earlier, teamwork makes the dream work, whether you're the faculty, the staff, the cabinet, the board, a citizen, a student, everyone matters, and everyone showed up for KCKCC and KCKCC students. Yeah, they deserve a huge hand. Yes, indeed. Thank you. So, as many have mentioned, this project has been decades in the making. I remember a time when we talked about KCKCC, and then the subject of student housing came up, and it got a little quiet, and most of the time people change the subject. But no more. No more. This is a new time for our community. This is a new time for Kansas City, Kansas Community College. This is a new time for our students. And I want to make sure that it is clear that this is a start. This day is a start. We still have work to do, and you'll see our work manifested, our community work manifested in the next couple of years. But I just wanted to, if nothing else, express my humility and at the same time excitement, encouragement, and enthusiasm, because we have miles to go, but this is a great mile that we've started. And I'm very, very pleased and honored to be part of the Centennial Hall project, and extremely proud of being part of this community in Kansas City, Kansas Community College. So thank you all, Godspeed, and we'll, as they say, we'll see you at the top. Thank you.
Well, good morning, all. Again, I'm Craig Nelson with Conco Construction. We're very grateful for the opportunity to be involved and a business partner with Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Our firm and team, and our team members are here today, Christie Development and GLV Architecture, as well as all the guys back there to back with the orange hat, the Conco team. So about 25 months ago, we were selected to be your provider for this. We're certainly proud of what we do as a business. We live and die by the weather. And so we did well today, which normally we have rain on days like today. So this project was particularly challenging in the fact that all of us are acutely aware of the supply chain that we've been through in the pandemic. Certainly the most difficult time in my history of 45 plus years. So I'm excited for the future of the college here. In a few short weeks, the athletes will be heads on beds. As you guys tour today, you'll see that the supply chain has impacted our ability to complete. As of last night, there's a 40-foot container of countertops. It's supposed to be here now on Monday, we hope. So it's been floating around in the ocean from India for about, 90 days? So no challenges that we can't overcome. So we are very thankful to be a partner with Kansas City, Kansas, and look forward to a bright future for the college. Thank you.
Well, good morning, KCK Community College. There we go. It's great to be here in the dot this morning. Going to spend the whole day here. Go Blue Devils, all right? You know, community colleges have a very, very special place in my heart. My wife and myself are both community college graduates, and some of my favorite memories were at the Butler County Community College dorm. My wife made me promise I would not share any of those stories. But this dorm will literally change the atmosphere of this college. I'm so proud of what we're doing here. When I think about the pillars of my life, I think about community and I think about education. And we're here today celebrating both of those. How aptly named the Centennial Hall. 100 years next year, this community college will celebrate its 100th birthday. I hope 100 years from now that there are 4 of these here entertaining the community and doing so many great things for education and building the future job force. I'm so proud to be here today. You know, what a wonderful, wonderful statue, Ascension. That's what it's all about, helping students ascend to everything that they can be. I'm honored. I'm proud to represent the Dots. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Well, good morning, everyone. All right, aren't we really excited to be here today to look at Centennial Hall? Let's give it up for the KCKCC staff, the board, everybody that contributed to this. They deserve a resounding round of applause. Let's give it up for them. This is a great day of celebration. Being a past board trustee, and I'd like to give a welcome to all those dignitaries, both that are from Wyandotte County and afar, on behalf of the Unified Government of Wyandotte County, Kansas City. Welcome to the great community of Wyandotte County and Kansas City, Kansas. This is an excellent addition when you talk about a resurgent Wyandotte County. When I was on the board, and we've got past chair J.D. Rios here, and the other folks that I worked with when I was a board of trustee chair, and this was part of that vision. And it's amazing to see this come into realization. Because when you talk about a resurgent Wyandotte County in Kansas City, Kansas, I believe that that's where it starts. It starts with education. Building the workforce of today, as well as recognizing the value of building that workforce going into the future. And this is where it starts right now. And some of you have heard me say it, and I'll say it again. The first step to hope, the second step to opportunity, and the third step to an improved destiny starts with education. And this is where our students need to be: safe, and renewed housing that really provides the type of educational learning environment that they need to be successful. So I just want to say congratulations to everybody that played a part into this. I know that, that the resurgence of our campus here, if you haven't been following over the years, continues, and this is just a part of that. And it's just amazing to see the great work from the leadership of Dr. Mosier and this board and all the staff and everybody that really played a part in this to really make sure that we create an environment right here at KCKCC in Wyandotte County that all of Wyandotte County can be proud of. So I just want to say congratulations, and I wish all the students that are going to benefit from this facility continued success. God bless you, and thank you.
All right, very good. Well, thank you, Mayor, and thank you to all of our speakers this morning. We appreciate your words of support and just all the commitment you've provided KCKCC, not just today, but over many, many years. So thank you very much. So if I were going to take a trip back in time, it would be about 4 years ago when I was first hired. The Board of Trustees sat me down and they laid out a list of things we needed to get done. And one of the first things they said was, Dr. Mosier, we really need student housing. So, and if you know me pretty well, you know I don't do things small, I don't do things normal, and I don't accept mediocrity. So what we have here, this new facility, it really represents KCKCC's continued pursuit of excellence in absolutely everything that we do. So I guess, trustees, what do you think? How do we do? Good? Awesome. So there were so many people that helped with this project, as has been mentioned. It's impossible to name everyone. I do want to pull out some special groups, though, and forgive me if I forget someone along the line. But first of all, about 2 years ago, when we put together the KCKCC Student Housing Steering Committee, and we worked for months and months and months to figure out the layout, the design, the face of the facility, what are we going to do in back, and brainstorming, and we came up with a beautiful plan. So I thank you for that. Matt Cortez and his group at GMLV Architecture, who took our ideas and came up with this beautiful building. Where is, did I see Matt? There he is. Thank you, Matt. Of course, Craig Nelson, the president and CEO of Conco Construction, who started off by giving KCKCC an incredible price that we could do something very special with for our college. We're not flush with money. We're not a 4-year research institution and have hundreds of millions of dollars to do stuff. So what they were able to do for KCKCC and our students at such a reasonable cost, we really thank you for that work, and especially working through all of the supply chain shortages. And I tell you what, they had all hands on deck this last week or two to get things just as ready as they can be for today. And at 11 o'clock, they start getting after it again. So we appreciate all your hard work and all the hard work of your team. Thank you. And we also have David Christie and John Martin from Christie Development, who are our owners' representation on this project, and really kind of helped guide us along the way and just to make sure we were headed in the right direction. So David and John, thank you very much appreciated. And then especially the many faculty and staff who this last week, just jumped in and said, we've got some cleaning up to do because the ribbon cutting ceremony is on Friday. And they came over and they put in the work, lots of hours to help get it ready for today. So for all of you that came over to help clean and organize and haul off some construction materials, to help out with the project. Thank you very much. Your time was very much appreciated. And of course, I do need to thank the KCKCC Board of Trustees. They supported me and my team with this vision, with bringing it to reality and approving the budget so we could also do some extras, right? And when you go inside and you look around, once you pick your jaw off the ground and kind of put it back in place, you'll see what I'm talking about. And when you go out and look at the courtyard and the double fireplaces, and they'll have double barbecue stations, it's a big, large, grassy area. We have what is so-called called the Dr. Tammy Bartunek Hammock Park. Where is she? Where is she? Yeah, well, it is something very special. In the basement, we had some square footage, so we did a 3,000 square foot game room for our students. Lots of study nooks and crannies in large group areas so our students and our coaches and our faculty can come together and really make this a learning environment. So we're really very happy for what everything has come, the way everything has come out, and for the work that everyone's done. Now, for Centennial Hall, KCKCC's premier student housing, this building was 100% designed with the student in mind. When you go in, you'll see the apartments are huge. Everyone that goes in is like, oh my gosh, I wish I had an apartment like this when I was 30. Large living rooms, full kitchens, every sink has a garble disposal, one of those fancy faucets that I think we could finally afford about 2 years ago at my house. It's an amazing setup. Really, it's an incredible place, and I believe if you give people something nice, then they will take care of it. And I truly believe in the faith of the people for that. And this center will really create memories for our students that will last them a lifetime. So this facility is truly built to maximize our students' experience and success, and to let them know how much we care about them and their success. So as the name indicates, Centennial Hall, it's just the very beginning for KCKCC as we prepare for our 100th year, being implemented and approved in 1923, and it really sets the stage for what we will continue to do these next 100 years. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to Dr. Bartunek again. We're going to take some photos of some groups first, and then the last group, I believe, is the board and I, and we will cut the ribbon. So y'all ready for this? All right, let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to grab a couple of photos before we actually physically cut the ribbon. So if we could have our speakers back, please, with Dr. Mosier. We'll grab that quick photo. Yes. Because once you cut the ribbon, you can't go back. I know. Good? Okay. So I'm looking at my list here. Next, cabinet members with Dr. Mosier and Board of Trustees. Oh, you want one big one? Okay, steering committee, anybody from the planning steering committee, Board of Trustee, President's Cabinet? Okay.
So anyone, President's Cabinet, if you came out and helped out on this project the last several days, come on over. Nicole, our student director, and our coordinator, get in here. Sean, get in here.
Tina, Lisa.
Who else?
Chris, come on. Christopher.
Yeah, folks with the construction team, JLMV, anyone help with the designing and physical building of the structure, please? Yeah, superintendents. Eric, I see you. Yep. Lou, David. Hey. I feel like I need to pop in there. Good? Okay. Board of Trustees, please, with Dr. Mosher. And if you all would stay, because we'll do the ribbon cutting after this last photo. Yes.
How about two ladies on either side of you, Dr. Mosher? That'll balance it out. Yep. Brad and I'll be on the end.
All right, we're in and out of your way.
Okay, everyone, yep, smile. Good? Okay. Now, before, is that all the photos? Are we good? Everybody good? Okay. So we'll have Dr. Mosher and Chair Criswell with the gigantic scissors. Should we do a countdown? Should we? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Now, we invite everybody inside. We have refreshments, we have some drinks and snacks, and we will also provide some tours. Please enter Centennial Hall.